Oklahoma cow-calf operators that have spring calving operations will be saving back some replacement heifers to put into the herd for future production. Those heifers that have already been bred this past spring and are going to calve next spring are ones that we really want to make sure that they're in the proper body condition at calving time next, say, January and February. If the heifers are in good condition going into the fall of the year, we expect them to need to grow at the rate of about 1 pound per head per day, and that'll keep them on track to be big enough to be in good enough body condition for next spring. Some supplement ideas that you might consider in order to make sure those heifers continue to grow and stay in good body condition are to utilize a high protein supplement in the fall and early parts of winter. Something like 2 pounds of a 40% crude protein supplement, along with good quality standing forage or grass hay, and by that I mean something that's in the neighborhood of 6 to 9% crude protein for the forage part of their diet should suffice to keep them growing until the real serious winter weather sets in. At that time, we may have to adjust that supplement program to something that's a higher energy, lower protein supplement fed in larger amounts. We may be looking at moving that up to 4, 5, and 6 pounds of a 20% range cube per head per day in order to keep those heifers going and headed towards our target of being a body condition score 6 at calving time. If you happen to have some wheat pasture adjacent to the summer pasture, then there's an opportunity to utilize wheat pasture as a supplement for these growing replacement heifers. I would not put those heifers out on wheat full time because they'll gain too much condition, get too fat before calving rolls around. Our experience here at Oklahoma State indicated that pregnant replacement heifers running out on wheat pasture full time gained over 3 pounds per head per day, and we had some concerns about too much fat buildup in the birth canal. We could use wheat pasture in a more judicious manner, putting the heifers on wheat pasture one day and off on the dry pasture for the opposite day, so that we're using it as a protein supplement rather than full feed. And when we say putting them out on wheat pasture one day, it really needs to be only about 4 hours. And that's enough time for them to get a complete meal of the wheat pasture, and that's when they'll start to lay down anyway. So we might as well move them back to the warm season grass after that 4 hours. Some producers tell me that it's perhaps easier to do it 1 day on wheat and 2 days off on the dry pasture, just so the heifers will go out and rustle that dry pasture that second day and not just be standing by the gate waiting to be turned back in to the wheat pasture. If we do it that way, I'd certainly want to monitor their body condition as we go through the winter, and if it looks like we're not making quite as much gain as we'd like to, then we better go back to every other day. We want to get those heifers in a body condition score 6, kind of like these, as they're going into the winter in that smooth body condition. They're not obese, they're not thin, and by having them in that body condition score 6 category, we've got the best chance for them to calve, have enough colostrum to take good care of that calf right after he's first born, and then still have the capability to recycle and rebreed on time for the following calf crop. Shoot for that body condition score 6 on these 2-year-old heifers by spring, and I think we'll have a successful outcome this year and into the future with those heifers. Hey, we look forward to visiting with you again next week on Sunup's Cow-Calf Corner.